8 minutes, $42,000 gone. And the voice that took it belonged to someone who was sitting safe. DARKWIRE, real stories from the wire. At home, completely unaware the call was ever made. This is the story of how a teenager with a laptop, a free AI tool, and 30 seconds of audio dismantled a family's sense of reality, and how the same weapon is being aimed at thousands of families right now. He went by Echo online, no last name, no verified identity, just a username that surfaced in underground forums sometime in early 2023, where users traded tips on AI voice synthesis, social engineering scripts, and wire transfer loopholes. Echo wasn't a prodigy in the Hollywood sense. No genius IQ backstory, no coding scholarship. He was 17, living in a mid-sized suburban household, and he had discovered something that most adults hadn't figured out yet. Publicly posted audio is a weapon. The technique started with harvesting. Echo would identify a target, ideally someone with a public social media presence and wealthy, identifiable parents. Celebrity children were perfect. Their voices were everywhere. TikToks, YouTube vlogs, Instagram reels, podcast appearances. 30 seconds of clean audio was all the software needed, sometimes less. The tool he used wasn't exotic. By early 2023, AI voice cloning platforms like 11 Labs had gone fully public. A free tier account could generate a passable voice clone in under 3 minutes. A paid subscription, $11 a month, produced something nearly indistinguishable from the original speaker. Echo paid the $11. Here's exactly how the process worked. Step 1. Download the target's audio from social media. Step 2. Upload the clip to the cloning platform and generate a voice model. Step 3. Type a script, panicked, urgent, emotionally loaded, and render it in the cloned voice. The output was a WAV file, clean and convincing. Step 4. Call the parents using a spoofed number, play the clip, then hand the phone to a second voice, a Confederate playing the role of kidnapper, lawyer, or bail bondsman, to issue the demand. The whole setup took less than an hour to prepare. Echo's first confirmed run came in March 2023. Sharon Brightwell, a Florida mother, received a call that sounded exactly like her daughter screaming for help. The voice said she'd been arrested. It said she needed $15,000 for bail, cash, wired immediately, no time to verify. Brightwell wired the money within the hour. Her actual daughter was at work, phone in her pocket, completely fine. Brightwell told reporters later, "I broke down. I didn't question it for a second. It was her voice." 1 month later, April 2023, Jennifer DeStefano in Scottsdale, Arizona, got the same treatment. Her 15-year-old daughter's voice, cloned from social media, sobbed through the phone, begging her mother not to hang up. A male voice came on demanding $1 million. DeStefano was mid-conversation with the scammer when her real daughter walked through the front door. The call ended. No money changed hands. But DeStefano said the voice was perfect. "I never doubted it was her. Not for a second." Echo studied these cases. He noted what worked, what didn't. The Arizona call failed because the demand was too large and the timeline too slow. $1 million requires verification. $42,000, wired in a panic, does not. He recalibrated. By May 2023, he had a new target, the adult daughter of a recognizable public figure. Her voice was all over the internet, interviews, red carpet footage, a podcast she'd guested on twice. Echo pulled 3 separate clips, fed them into the synthesis engine, and spent 2 days refining the output until the emotional texture matched. The nervous laugh, the slight vocal fry, the way she said please. The call came on a Tuesday morning in May 2023. The parents were home. The spoofed number looked legitimate. It matched a pattern associated with their daughter's area code. The cloned voice came through first, distressed, crying, saying she'd been hurt and needed help immediately. Then the second voice, calm and threatening, told them exactly how much to wire and where. 8 minutes from first ring to completed transfer. $42,000, gone. The parents called their daughter 40 seconds after hanging up. She answered on the second ring. She was fine. She'd been at brunch. But here's where it gets worse. Because this wasn't the ceiling. This was the floor. Echo wasn't operating alone by this point. He had 2 associates, both minors, both recruited through the same forums where he'd learned the technique. One handled the spoofed calling infrastructure using VoIP services routed through overseas servers. One played the second voice on the calls, the lawyer, the detective, the captor. Echo built the clones and wrote the scripts. The operation had structure. It had roles. It had a pipeline. The FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center, IC3, had logged over 300 complaints related to AI voice cloning scams by mid-2023. The financial losses reported exceeded $11 million across those cases. Agents at the Tampa field office had begun cross-referencing cases with overlapping technical signatures. Same VoIP carrier, same wire transfer destination patterns, same script structure. The trail was thin, but it was there. Subpoenas went to 11 labs and 2 competing voice synthesis platforms in June 2023, requesting account activity tied to specific audio fingerprints. A VoIP provider in the Netherlands received a mutual legal assistance request. The digital breadcrumbs Echo had dismissed as inconsequential, login timestamps, IP handoffs, payment metadata from that $11 monthly subscription, were being assembled into a timeline. Echo sensed the walls closing. Forum accounts went dark. The basement operation dissolved. By July 2023, the online alias had vanished from every platform it had touched. The house was empty. Whoever Echo was, he had moved, physically or digitally, or both. The investigation remained open. No public arrest, no named defendant, no trial date on record. The parents of the May 2023 victim pushed for federal legislation. The FTC issued a consumer alert in March 2023 warning specifically about AI voice cloning scams. Senator Amy Klobuchar introduced the No Fakes Act in September 2023, which would have created federal liability for unauthorized voice and likeness replication. The bill stalled in committee. The technology, meanwhile, kept improving. By late 2023, cloning platforms required as little as 3 seconds of source audio. The $11 subscription became free on several competing services. The barrier to entry dropped to zero. Sharon Brightwell never recovered her $15,000. Jennifer DeStefano's daughter still gets recognized at speaking events where her mother tells the story. The celebrity family from May 2023 has not been publicly named. The $42,000 has not been recovered. Echo is still out there, and somewhere right now, a teenager with $11 and 30 seconds of your child's voice is deciding whether you're worth the call.